Hi guys. So today we are going to be reviewing baby Amna's products. First things first, I changed all of my social media handles to pari just because it's more simpler and I feel like it's easier to find me using my name than searching for lifestyle with Shumail. It's just simpler, right? Okay, and then I've been seeing this one product, which is the 24K Gold Serum by Beautify by Amna, popping up everywhere on Instagram. I don't know about Facebook. I don't use Facebook that much, but yeah, I use Instagram a lot, and I have seen this product on every page, every blogger page. All of my friends were using it, and I was like, I need to get my hands on this as well. So I got my hands on them, and I'll be reviewing those products for you in this video. And that review actually inspired me to go ahead and do this Wonder Woman Halloween look as well, which is very easy. I was so inspired by how women in Pakistan are progressing, how these products are actually amazing, you guys. And you guys will see what I think about every single individual product by Beautify by Amna in the video. So I guess I'm not gonna give any more spoilers, and let's get on with the video. Okay, so first up is the 24K Gold and Roses Glowing Face Serum, and it looks like this. This is supposed to be a dupe for the Sali serums, and I have to say that the packaging is very nice. It's actually glass. I don't know if it's glass. I don't think it's glass. It is heavy though. That I will say is that it is heavy, and right off the bat I can say that it looks very premium. It looks like it's very good quality. And once we open it up, guys, can you look at that? Can you see that? Oops, it's dripping. It is so nice, right? So on the site it said that you just need 1 to 2 drops on your entire face, and I have a pamphlet from them that came in the parcel. It's a very good guide. So what it says here is that for best results before using 24K Gold and Roses, please read carefully how to use in makeup. So it has great dispersion on skin. Use only 1 drop as moisturizer. So it's obviously supposed to work as a moisturizer, and it says here that only 1 drop is enough. We will see about that. And especially in summer, a single drop can cover your entire face. I need a lot of moisturizing on my face because my face is combination skin. This area is very oily. It gets oily and it starts cracking up, but these areas, the sides of the nose, my cheeks, it's very patchy. It dries up really fast, so I need something that will help me with that and not break my skin out. I've used the Farsali drops, and I hope this is good enough, because there is one thing about Pakistan is that we don't have Sephora, we don't have Ulta, and we don't have those super drugstores and all of most of drugstore products or drugstore brands available here. So in order for us to get items like that, we have to go through extensive measures. We have to actually trust Facebook pages which are not always authorized or which are not authentic retailers. It's a bit of a gamble. Sometimes you get original products, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you go ahead and buy directly from the site, but that site never ships to Pakistan, and if it does, it's always a hell of a lot shipping fees. And if it doesn't ship to Pakistan, then we get it shipped to our relatives, and then they get it shipped to us, and it's a whole process, and it's not fun to go through. So I hope this is good enough, because oh, and one more thing, because the Farsali drops are originally for $42 or $46, but if you often get them from Facebook pages or Instagram pages here in Pakistan, even if they have original products, they actually retail it up to $80. That is twice the price, and I understand that because obviously they're paying shipping and getting that thing over here and going through so many measures. So I get it. They're not really authorized retailers, but yeah, let's get started. I don't have the Farsali drops with me right now. So on one side I'm going to be using the a Strobe Cream, which is by Freedom Makeup, and on the other side, and this is what I've been using every day now because it actually gives my skin a very nice and healthy glow, and it moisturizes really well as well. So yeah, I'll be starting with this, and on this side, you know, on this side obviously I'll use, okay, no, on this side, on this side I'll use the Strobe Cream, and on this side I'll use the 24K drops. Okay, let's get started. I think I got way too much on my hand, so let's see. Yep, definitely got way too much. Can you guys see how luminous this is though? I know I'm supposed to be reviewing the Beautify by Amna products, but still. And you know, one thing I like to do is I like to go like in this region under my eyes, because my under eyes tend to crease. Like I said, on the pamphlet and on the packaging itself, it says that one drop is enough and should be enough for the whole face. I don't know about that, but let's see. So we have this one drop. I don't know how this is going to be enough, guys. So let's see. I'm starting with my problem areas. I don't know if this will be enough for the whole this side of the face, but it did go a long way because a huge part of this face is covered with this oil, and I'm out. I need more. I at least need one more drop. So yeah. Nope, need more drops. Right off the bat, I don't like the smell. But it's a very faint smell, and that is a good sign, because whenever a product has a very, you know, sharp or a very strong smell, that means that it's very chemically. So at least this assures me that all the products in here are, you know, kind of safe. My face does feel a little moisturized, but you know, it's still not as good as this side. This side feels smoother. This side just feels oily, and I know it's an oil, but yeah. So I don't know how I feel about that. I will see how this goes later on. So now we have the primer. This is the primer by Beautify by Amna. It's called Pore Fade Primer. It's supposed to erase your pores, and it says that it's a water-based primer, which I don't get because it looks like this primer I have, which is silicone based. So let's see how this goes. We'll use my Freedom Pro Primer on one side. I use this primer so much that I think I'm running out. How would I do a comparison? Like, can you guys see this? This is what the, like, you know, silicone based primer looks like, and normally these primers are the best for filling up your pores. So what I'll do is now I'll put this alongside it, and you guys can see. So over here near the knuckle is the Freedom one, and over here I'm putting the Pore Fade Primer by Beautify by Amna. And it looks identical. See? So it is claiming for it to be water based. So I don't know. I'm taking this one, which is the Freedom one, on this side of the face. Just putting it first on my problem areas, which is the nose, the side of the nose, One thing that I've noticed about primers that claim to, you know, cover pores is that sometimes when you rub them in too much, they start to dry out and fall out. I hope that doesn't happen on this with this one, because yeah. All primed on this side, and now let's see how the Beautify by Amna one compares. I like this. This feels thicker, which is actually good. It actually feels like it's going in my pores. I wouldn't say that it is minimizing my pores, but it is doing something. But I feel like it will make my makeup go on more better. But I don't get this one thing, that everything that I'm using is making this side of my face look more shiny. Can you guys see this? Yeah, it is making it look so shiny. And I think it's supposed to be like a primer that covers your pores isn't supposed to be coming out shiny. It actually comes out matte. So yeah, next up we have the blender by Beautify by Amna, and I wet it. But on the the basically the pamphlet that it came with, let me show you guys. Yeah, this pamphlet, it says that you just apply a foundation and bounce, but it goes directly to using the sponge. But I checked the packaging, so it's called the foundation blender, and it says that wet the foundation blender, so I went ahead and did that. Squeeze out the excess liquid, duh. Then it says that use a towel. That is a very helpful tip, because that is something that I do personally. It's a good hack, like, because you don't want the water in there to mess with your makeup and all. So after I'm done squeezing out the excess water with my hands, I put it in a towel, and I take care of the rest in case there is anything left. I have another beauty sponge here. Actually, I have multiple ones here, like 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna see how these two compare. Right off the bat, I will say that this is actually by Makeup Revolution, and this isn't as soft and porous as this one. This one actually feels like the real beauty blender, and it feels nearly as soft as this one. So I'm really impressed about the quality, because that is amazing, right? So right now what I'm going to do is, actually in the brush set they do have a foundation brush. This is their foundation brush. Wait, let me check. Yep, this flat brush is their foundation brush. So you know what, I wanted to see how their brush compares in comparison to their blender. So on this side of the face I'll use their brush, and on this side of the face I'll use their blender, and we'll see how it works on either side. I'm going to take a very basic foundation here. It's a very everyday drugstore foundation, which is this Fit Me foundation in the shade 220. I usually need 3 pumps for my whole face, and going in with this, it feels like it's sinking inside my, the foundation is sinking inside, so I don't know about that. Bringing it down. Yep, it was definitely sinking inside, and the brush is definitely streaky. But you know what I will say is that it's actually very soft. Like, I think it's supposed to be used like a stippling brush, that you aren't supposed to drag it. You're just supposed to do these kind of motions, which I don't particularly like. Guys, can you see this? It's very streaky. This brush is doing nothing for me right now. It's streaky. That is very streaky. I don't like this. Wait a second, let me just like, test it out over my hand over here and see how it is over here. It's still streaky, it's very streaky. This brush is soft, I will say that, but it's very streaky. I don't like it. And look at how wet this brush got so fast. It just ate up most of my product. Like, even though I'm done using this brush, I will guarantee that even if I use it after 1 to 2 hours, it will still be giving out product because it has soaked up so much of it. I don't like this brush, sorry, I don't like it. I'll have to go in with my blender and even things out because this isn't looking good at all. See how it just left so many lines and pores over here? Like, the primer I use, it's actually very good. It's actually one of my go-to primers. It's very affordable as well. It's hardly like $4, guys. So that is my go-to primer. And see, I just had to use my sponge here and it's all fixed. That was so streaky, it looked so bad and I didn't like that at all. And I feel like normally I need 2 to 3 pumps for the whole face and it ate up most of my product here. So I'm not really impressed with that. I don't like the sponge. Let's see how this goes. I will need more product obviously. So I'm just taking one more pump here and let's see how this translates. How the foundation blender is. This is very soft, guys. I love this. Like, look at how it, I'm actually not worried going near my eyes because that is how good this sponge is. Wow. Slightly going over my eyes. So right now what I would say is that this side is winning for me, to be honest. I didn't like it in the start. I thought that it was too shiny and it was just like, making me look too oily and I didn't think it would look good. Like, it wasn't a healthy shine in the start, but as I put makeup on, this side is looking way better. I can see less pores on this side, less patchiness on this side as well. Except for the nose. The nose is more patchy here. This side is better in terms of like pores, but I still think that overall this side is looking better, and I honestly think that this sponge and the 24K serum had to do with that. I didn't like the primer. Honestly speaking, that primer did something, but it didn't do, like, I don't know how to explain it. I know some people are gonna hate on me. This could literally just be my experience because my skin is very problematic right now, guys. So yeah, going a little bit in the ears because my ears tend to go red, and even though they're mostly covered with my hair, I don't like that looking like this. I love this sponge. This is amazing. So you know what, I'm gonna see how this blender compares in terms of setting my eyes and concealing in comparison to actually the expert here, which is a Real Techniques mini sponge. So yeah, let's see how this compares to this one. Obviously this is smaller in size, so it is more convenient, but I like this one in terms of its how gentle it is on the skin. So yeah, let's see. I'm going to use my Makeup Revolution Makeup Revolution Ultra Pro HD Cream Contour, and I'm going to use this banana shade here. because I really like, my under eyes and the high points of my face to be really, you know. So I'm just putting the product here. And one thing you guys should know about, concealing and avoiding creasing is that you need to do one eye at a time. So this actually is very good in doing this because it's very small. I can grip it like this, it has a slant here, so I grip it like this and it's very convenient. Very safe for the under eyes, and I enjoy this very much. What I like to do is that I take a little bit of that concealer and I take it to the side of my nose, right? Like this, if you guys can see. I take it to the side of the nose because this helps me in contouring my nose later on, right? And then I just take this and blend. I love how this sponge blends, and I hope the foundation blender by Beautify by Amna does the same. I feel like this is going to be a very long video, so I apologize in advance, but I am extensively reviewing these products. And guess what, guys? I tried coming up with products that were really close to the Beautify by Amna once because of one fact because that I actually have to go out after this. So I hope I don't look too distinguished after this tutorial. So this actually feels like it took up a lot of the product, which I don't like. That's fine, sometimes blenders do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take product directly on the brush and on the sponge, sorry, and see how this goes. Cream contour isn't doing that well. Okay, yeah, using the blender directly with the product helps more. It actually works better than applying it on your face and then doing it, because this actually helped with coverage a lot. And before that I just thought that it was soaking up product that was already on the skin, and it took away a lot of coverage, so I didn't like that, and that is something that the Real Techniques one didn't do. So yeah, going to highlight this space as well. Over here, because I like have pouty lips. Is there anyone else here who likes pouty lips? So this blender actually passed the test for me because now I'm just using it on both sides of the face, because I totally forgot that I'm not supposed to do that. So yeah, I'm just using it over here on all sides of the face because this is too good. Like, I even have the silly sponge here, which I don't like, but what I mean to say is that I have a lot of sponges over here, right? So I can use literally any sponge I like, but I'm grabbing for this again and again, and that is a good sign. I love this. This is a pro, and obviously it's cheaper than the beauty blender, because like the beauty blender you can only get one for like $20 to $25, and which is a lot. Okay, so now we're gonna set our under eyes, and I don't know if I want to do a banana. Yeah, let's do a banana shade today. This is a Kryolan translucent powder in the shade TL4, and obviously I'm going to take this sponge here, dip it in the powder. Oh, and one thing I learned is that using a damp beauty blender to set your under eyes is magical. So yeah, I'm just gonna place this here for baking. And if you gently, like, press, you don't even need to bake, it's already set and you're good to go. So I love when that is the case. Now I'm taking the Beautify by Amna one. Setting the under eye. Yo, this is very smooth. This is more smooth than the other one. I love this. So far, this is actually becoming my favorite, which I did not expect. I don't know if you guys can see, but this side looks seamless, while this side looks like I got jaundice. That sucks. So I think my camera wasn't recording, guys. So I don't know what happened. Up till now, I'll just give you guys a recap. I used, like, this sponge for setting my under eyes, and I set my whole face using like a normal brush. And I have to say that this has become my favorite. So yeah, that's what happened up till now. And then I was comparing these two brushes. I used this brush for contouring already on this side, and now I'm going to use this brush and see how this one goes in comparison to the one I already had, this rose gold one, right? So let's see. In comparison, right off the bat, I can say that this one is actually more soft than this one, but that could actually also be because this one actually has product in it, it's been used before, so it's a little more sturdy. This is more soft. So yeah, I'm going to use the same shade that I used for contouring on this side, and wow, that picked up a lot of product. And see how this goes. Okay, I'm going to contour from the side of my ear to the corner of my eye. Okay, that applied beautifully. I like that. I don't know how it's going to blend it though. Okay, one thing I do like is that it didn't take away any pigment, but it's a bit hard to blend with this one. I'm bringing it inwards just a little bit. I'm not going to take it inwards all the way. I'm just blending it inwards. I'm not directly applying pigment beyond this point here, but I am blending it inwards to help with the new acquired fat, which I'm not too mad about. So okay, this approach. I like this way better. This brush is a good one. So yeah, there's that. Oh, I forgot the jawline. I don't have a jawline right now, so I desperately need to contour this side. I will say that this brush is actually more precise than the other one, so I like that about this. Just getting a shadow over here, blending it out. You have to be patient with this brush, but it does do a very good job. Okay, next up is bronzing, and on the site it says that this brush is for bronzing, which is such a shame because this is such a soft brush and I thought that I would be able to use, like, I just think that this brush would actually be good for highlighter, but that isn't the case as it says on the site. So I'm going to use this brush as bronzer and see how that goes. And in comparison to this brush, I am going to use this one by Makeup Revolution. I'm using an Oriflame bronzer for this purpose. I actually like this bronzer a lot. It's a bit cool tone. It doesn't make me look too tan. I don't mind looking tan. But okay, so now there's product. Let's see how this goes. Okay, I like this. I like this a lot. This is very nice. This is very soft. Like I can actually go swirl and just like it's just more faster and it is seamless. I love this brush for bronzing, which I didn't know a brush like this could be used for bronzing, but I love this, you guys. I mean, just look at this side. It looks so much more livelier than this side. This side looks more dull, so I'm just gonna even my face out. I'm sorry, guys, but I have to. Yep, immediately better. This brush is amazing, guys. So this is the blush brush. Pretty basic brush for applying blush. And what brush should I use with this? I normally use an angle brush because I don't like going directly. Like I have this brush as well. It's a very good and fluffy brush. It's bigger than this one, but I'll just go with this one, this angle one, for more precision. And yeah. Okay, let's see. I'm going to use an highlighting, illuminating kind of a blush and just go barely. It's a peachy one, which I love. I love this blush. So now I'll use this one. Okay, this one is a little more sturdy. That brush I had was very soft. I expected this. It is soft, but it's not as soft as the rest of the brushes. So let's see. I love this brush too. So far, the brushes by Beautify by Amna are amazing, except for the foundation brush. I did not like that, but so far, it was very weird when I started making this video. I was reading what each brush was used for on the site, and I was a little skeptical. But actually, these brushes are so amazing that I want to use them on both sides. Okay, let's go ahead with highlighter and use this brush for highlighter, which I'm not too happy about. And normally I use this fluffy small brush for highlighting, so I'll use this on this side of the face and this one on this side, and we'll see what happens. So I have this Ultra Pro Glow highlighting palette by Makeup Revolution. Look at how large these pans are, guys. This one is amazing. And I think this was a dupe for, I don't remember which brand, but that brand has like 4 shades in one palette, and this has all 8 shades, which are very similar to those shades in one palette. So, and it's only for like, I guess, $20, which is 2,000 rupees, and that is amazing. And I think it's like 2,200 in, like, I live in Rawalpindi, and the only place that has a Makeup Revolution products is a D Watson F10 in Islamabad, and I think I saw them retailing it for 2,200. The Raz.pk online has these products as well, so yeah. I'm going to use a champagne shade in here for highlighting this side of the face. Can you see that? Yeah, I love highlight. I love how blinding highlight can be. Yep. And this brush just gets the job done so well. I have fan brushes and I have so many things, but in the end, I always come back to this brush, right? I still think that, like, just touching this brush and all, even if this works for highlighting, I think that, these brushes I think are very multi-purpose, and even if this works for highlighting, I think it can actually work for, it could would actually work better for contouring. My OCD is acting up and I don't want to use this for highlight. I just hope this works. Okay, so it picks up product nicely, but that seems a little too intense even for me. Okay, let's so. I don't like that. It's just, guys, it's just causing a lot of creases, and it's too sturdy. Like, even if I'm trying to blend it out, I actually can feel the metal touching my skin, and I think that's going to take away a lot of product. And I think the brush itself is going to take away a lot of product as well. So I don't know what it looks like in the camera, but over here I can see highlight here. But over here I think like it's gone. That this brush actually took away so much product that it looks patchy. It doesn't look nice. I think it took away a bit of my blush as well. This one is bad for highlighting, but I think this would be amazing for contour. So you know what? I'm going to give this bad boy a chance for contour, and I'm going to see how this goes. So back to the contour palette. Let's see how this helps contour my nose, because I'm sure this is better for contour. See, it picks up so much product. I like that about it, because even though it's so soft, it's still very sturdy. I used a very light shade for contouring. Normally I don't really go for the straight down contour. My nose shade does not. I just don't think that that is the correct way to contour my nose, but right now I just want to give this thing a chance. So I'm seeing if this will contour my nose right. And there you have it. It actually did a very good job in contouring my nose. Straight line all across, which I actually can't do. I can't, use even a angled brush to contour my nose, right? I always get the lines crooked, at least on one side. At least with this brush, it's, very precise. It goes straight down and it's not crooked. So yeah, this brush should definitely be used for contouring. Don't use it for highlight. And time for the eyes, guys. And this one by Beautify by Amna is actually very convenient because it has a spoolie brush and an angled brush. So let's go ahead. I think I'll go with powder again. So yeah, on this side, combing out my brow here, and my brows are actually very problematic. They all never come out even. Like, and that's not actually the product's fault. It's actually my brow disaster's fault, because I have a lot of brow disasters. Okay, so on this side, I'm going to use this and I'm just going to brush out my brow here and see how this goes. This brush is actually very flimsy. One thing I've noticed about these products is that everything about this collection I've been skeptical about in the start, because like just the texture of it doesn't add up to what I normally use and what you would expect from a product. Like, the highlight brush, that bronzer brush, you wouldn't expect a bronzer brush to be like that. So, but it actually turned out, most of the brushes actually turned out very good. So let's see how this one goes. I like the precision on this. And this is actually this brow is my problematic brow because I used to have an eyebrow pierce here and I still have a scar, and like that makes the skin a little uneven. Oh, and I like to go for a lot of individual strokes, instead of just going with filling it in once. I am amazed how these products can be so soft yet so precise at the same time. And this is what I end up doing. I am so impressed with these products at times that the products that I do like, I end up using them on the other side of the face as well. So far, the brushes are amazing. I like the 24K. Um, like I love the 24K serum. I am a little skeptical about the primer, and please don't hate me for that. I did not like the highlighting brush for highlight, but I loved it for contour. And now we'll move on to the eyes and see what we can do today. I don't even know what I'm gonna do today. Okay, so I have this chocolate bar palette by Makeup Revolution. It's actually, no, it's actually by I Heart Makeup, and it's the chocolate bar palette in the color Vice, in the type Vice. This palette is called Vice. Okay, so I'm going to use this peachy shade in my crease to warm it up, and I'm using the Beautify by Amna one in this on this side. And I'm using the normal one that I have on the other eye and see how this goes. I like this one better. It just, like, it didn't take away too much product, and I swirled a lot. I love swirling. So now a little bit more deeper into the crease. I'll use this mini crease brush by Beautify by Amna, and I will go in with a warmer shade of brown directly in the crease, slightly above it actually. And can you guys see this pigment? How amazing is that? I'm going to bring it down slightly here. Using the slightly flat blending brush that I have. I always thought the flat brushes were better for crease, but I'm not too mad about the Beautify by Amna one. I love it. Okay, so since that is all the blending brushes that they have, I'm going to use the same brush that I used with the warmer shade in my crease, and I'm going to go in with a darker shade on my outer corner. And slightly bring it in over here like a liner. I'm actually very happy that these are very good at blending, and they're not taking away product, because normally brushes do that, especially brushes from indie brands. And this is what I consider this, right? I consider this an indie brand. That is the major problem with them. Slightly, like, bringing it out, diffusing it over here at the end. And I'm going to be using this pencil brush on the other side, going in with the same dark one. So one thing that I appreciate about the Beautify by Amna brush is that I didn't need to go back in again and again. With this brush, I feel the need to go back in again and again to get more pigment in. It's like with that brush, it's just like, one dip and you're good to go. So we have another brush here which looks amazing, by the way. I didn't use concealer to clean out my brows. I don't normally use that as well. But the Beautify by Amna actually has these two brushes, which is an angled brush on this side, right, and another flat brush on this side. So you guys can use this for brows as well. You can use the spoolie brush to clean them out. You can use the angled brush on this one and this flat one to clean it out. But they don't have, like, these are the four brushes that they have for your eyes. So they don't have an extra flat brush that you can use for your lid. So and this one I used for the darker end, to make my corner. So I can't exactly use this again to highlight the inner side of my eye. So you know what, I'll have to make do with this brush. So what I'll do right now is that I'll take a highlighting color that I like and just put it in the inner corners to get that pop going. Right, I love that. Right, and then I'm going to use the same brush for concealer, because I don't seem to have more options right now. Or I'll just use the angled side for the concealer, because I don't want to get powder mixed with cream. That is just going to be a very bad disaster. So I'm using a stick concealer, and I'm going to use this to carve out my cut crease over here. An angled brush is actually good for carving out. See, that just goes to show you don't need like literally so many products. Sometimes you can just make do with one thing. You just need to have the confidence to do it. Is my camera recording? It is. So yeah, just taking that blush, and I'm not adding any product on it more, and just darkening up that line a bit. And then I'm going to use the flat side with a gold metallic eyeshadow that I have in this kit right here. Ooh, do you guys see that? I love that. I love that pop. And just going back in with the BB Amna blending brush, I'm just going to soften up all of the lines so that there are no harsh lines here. The BB Amna brush, the flat one, actually did a decent job. But I feel like, with metallics, you always have a problem of brushes not being able to pick it up, and with glitters as well. And I feel like that this brush actually does a better job at it. But that doesn't really mean that the BB Amna one is bad. It's just something normal that happens with every brush out there. So yeah, I'm just gonna blend this out. So overall, I would say that the eye makeup brushes, they are definitely very good. They are better because you guys can see the difference here, right? The outer corner, the crease, everything is blended out so well on this side. On this side, the outer corner isn't doing that well, but the rest is fine, right? But this side, the outer corner is spot on. One thing that is lacking in this side is that the flat brush didn't come up to that huge of a mark. It is a good brush, but it's just not as good as this one, that the one that I already had, because look at how popping the color here is on this side. So yeah, I am gonna even that out because I have to go out after this. So yeah, let's just finish up with liner. I'm actually really excited to be using the BB Amna liner brush because it is tilted. I don't have a brush like this, and I heard that brushes like this actually make your life a whole lot easier. So I'm actually looking forward to that. And yeah, I'm just gonna use this brush with a gel liner and see how this goes. It's actually very sturdy. You know, when a new brush comes out, when you put it in product, it starts to disperse. That isn't happening with this one. It's actually still very sturdy, which I actually like because that is going to give me a lot of precision. Wow, I didn't think I could talk this much about makeup. Okay, let's see. How am I supposed to do this? Do I do it like this or? Okay, so I'm gonna go in like this. Okay, I see you. I'm not done with my liner yet, but I'm so happy because I always have to work so hard with the wing. I wait and I take the tip of the brush over here and then extend it out, and this just, I just had to glide it along my eye and it turned out so perfect. So I'm just so happy right now. This is amazing. This brush is amazing. So far, I'm so impressed. Let's see how this does in the inner corner. Like, I like to extend my inner corner as well at times. Oh my god, that was so freaking easy. You know what? Scratch that. I'm gonna use this BB Amna liner brush for this eye as well, because getting liners even is hard as it is, and I don't need to struggle any more than I should be. So I'm gonna use, because I've seen people use these drops for lips as well. So I'm gonna use these drops for lips and moisturize my lips for. I don't like the smell. Ooh, I do like how it feels on my lips though. So now that my lips are all moisturized, I had an idea. This makeup is perfect for a Wonder Woman look. I mean, honestly, it is. I mean, I would have to wash my face afterwards, but you know what? I'm just gonna go out for an hour or two. I'll go out like this. I'll come back, and you guys and I are gonna sit down and transform this look into Wonder Woman, because why not? And because, like, more power to women, because I have a business myself, right? And more power to women, because this product is amazing. These products are mostly amazing, and this just, like, makes it easier for people to have, approach to quality products in Pakistan as well, since I told you in the start that how hard it is to get products here in the first place. I mean, I'm not gonna be able to sign up for Saudi products in the market now, am I? I am such a klutz today. I'm just like ending up dropping literally everything everywhere. So yeah, I'm just gonna put on some red lipstick. They are such strong and independent women that honestly think should be role models. Because you know what happens in Pakistan? We don't really have a Sally's Beauty Supply or a CVS or a Target that we can just like, go into and get our stuff and do things at home. And normally we don't, like, even if we, search the internet for DIYs and stuff, most of the ingredients aren't even available. So then we end up, searching for substitutes for those ingredients that are available in Pakistan. And it just gets such a huge hassle that most of the time people are like, fuck it, we don't need this. This is the finished look, you guys. This is Beautify by Amna side. This is all the other products. I love this products by her so much. I mean, the 24K drops were amazing. The bronzer brush was amazing. The blending brushes were amazing. Um, I like the contour brush. I like the blush brush. I wasn't too happy about the highlighter brush, but that highlighter brush for contour was amazing. And I feel like most of the products are so multi-purpose. Like the moisturizer isn't just for your face. I just use it on my lips, and I've seen so many people use it on the lips as well. And it made my liquid lipstick go on so well. It just, I'm just amazed so far, right? And I am so happy that there are products like this in Pakistan, and you guys can easily avail them. You guys can order online, and like, it's amazing. So, did they come up to the mark of original drugstore products? Did a local indie brand compare to drugstore or original products? Definitely. Most of them were amazing. I would definitely use them again. My favorite, obviously, was the foundation blender. I am going to be using this all the time. I am going to get more of these for my collection. I'm going to recommend every single person I know. That is how amazing I think this brush is. And I feel like I think that it's more affordable, obviously, as well. It's easily attainable. Even if you go for cheaper alternatives with drugstore products like Real Techniques and all, there are only so many places here in Pakistan that you can find original Real Techniques, because normally, there are so many copies out there. You can never be too sure, right? So how about you just go for something that is going to be legit? And BB by Amna, Beautify by Amna is 100% legit. So I'll just pop out, come back, and then we'll see if we can do that Wonder Woman look. Bye guys.